Cardio? I thought you said Oreo. Welcome to whatever this is. Hey guys, before we get going today, let's check in with the weather.
You want to know the weather today? It's cold and it's gray and it's going to last you the rest of your life. Back to you.
Thanks, Jay. So this week I've been working on the attic a little bit more. I took a little bit of break between like Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I didn't do hardly any shopping online for Black Friday. I just I don't know. I'd already gotten most of the stuff that I planned on getting, and the few things that I still need to get, it's not, dire straits. I don't have to get it immediately. Would love to support local businesses, but unfortunately this year things are a little bit different, and I don't feel super comfortable going out into the public when our numbers are rising, and they're going to continue to rise through the rest of the year. So hopefully there's a vaccine on the way. I'm not going to get on my soapbox here and talk about that shit. But I just wanted to say that, that's where my week has been. And it's been up here. I hope this series isn't too boring for you guys. I know this isn't too thrilling, but I'm seeing progress that I haven't seen up here in years. And it's my own fault. This need to get done. I just never did it. But I wanted to show you because I haven't seen the floor this clear in literally since we've moved here. And now that I'm starting to get some paths going and stuff, it's making it a lot easier. I think if I could get the fucking boxes, the cardboard boxes, there's like a pile, I don't know, 4x4x5 over here of just boxes. There's old PlayStation boxes and game boxes and stuff. I don't think any of that's gonna be worth anything to anybody. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna just pipe in every now and again with an update. I just filled my 4th bag. I'm working on my 5th bag, so we're making progress. This will be something exciting eventually. Back to you, Jay. I always saw the attic as my Everest. It's like I can clean a room in a day, sometimes 2 days. Like the office is like a 2-day project. If I'm gonna clean like the the closet, then that's a 2-day project easily. And somehow, no matter how much stuff I throw away, I still won't be able to get the closet back together again and not have stuff on the floor. I don't know how it works that way. Maybe it's gremlins. Maybe it's Maybelline. Let's look at a few questions today. I hadn't really planned on doing anything today. I did want to put a video together just because I've been compiling some other stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. The attic's coming along. I'm really excited about it because it is a cool space, and I think if we can clear it out, insulate it, drywall it, the world's your oyster. You know what I mean? I hate oysters. I hate anything that comes out of the ocean. Not like personally, I just don't want to eat it. This is a stupid question. This is one of the dumbest things. I always see people complaining about it going in instead of out. And I'm like, what the hell does it matter? I've used toilet paper my whole entire life. I've never had a problem with no matter which way it's on the roll. It's not rocket science. It's fucking toilet paper. Just rip it where you want to fucking rip it. You gotta use 2 hands, too goddamn bad. It's not a difficult task. It's such a crazy thing to me. I'm sorry if you have a problem with it. I mean, it's nothing against you. I'm just saying I think it's crazy. I guess I'll always be. Well, I don't really like to talk about I don't think I've ever... Oh. We were moving down here to Virginia. We were moving down to Virginia, and I had to use the bathroom. I had to. There are times in your life where you just have to. You've all experienced it. I know you have. Nobody wants to talk about it. I don't like to talk about it. Some people do. But we went to this gas station, kind of a shady, off of the highway, first thing that you hit type deal. It wasn't like a convenience store either. I think it might have had a small convenience store, just one aisle and a register. Anywho, I walked into the bathroom. I got the key and I went around back, and already I'm like, this is fucking gross. Everything, there's trash everywhere. People have dumped trash. There's an old carriage just sitting full of trash, knocked over in the bushes. It's so I open it up, and oh my lord, it was the most disgusting scene I've ever seen. I mean, top to bottom, everywhere you looked, it was just gross. but the toilet was to the top, mud, and liquid, and it was the most awful thing I've ever seen, and I wish I could unsee it. Needless to say, I found a way to wait to the next place. There was no chance in hell. I mean, you would literally have to hover without like touching a surf. There's no way. Like I don't even remember. I think I stepped foot in just because I debated it for a second. It was that bad. It was to that point where I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. But like, no, hell no. It was so it was the grossest thing I've ever seen. Thanks for bringing up that memory. All right, I'm just gonna do 2 more questions and then I'll let you guys go. This one just was funny to me. I mean, what a strange question to ask. I really appreciate that question. Thank you, viewer. I wish I could say these were coming from viewers. If you guys have questions you want me to answer, put them in the comments below. If you got something you want me to review, something you want me to eat, put it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out with that request. Unfortunately, I'm not really doing a lot of hot stuff right now because it destroys me. It gives me the worst heartburn. Inanimate object I wouldn't want to exist. Like, I don't... I mean, does the function still exist? Like, I would say, like, maybe fire hydrants. Then you could park wherever you wanted to park. That would make sense to me. Walls. What about walls? If there was no more walls, we could all just see each other. I mean, it'd be fucking cold, depending on where you lived, but... Ooh. Some may object to this. Light posts. I fucking hate light posts. I hate seeing all the wires outside of my house. I hate seeing... I mean, if the wires would still exist without the light posts, then that's dumb, and I wouldn't want that. But generally speaking, I would say a light post, because at one point, I think ours got shot out from in front of our window. Maybe it wasn't shot. Maybe it just blew out. I don't know why I'm immediately suggesting that someone shot the light bulb out. But I've considered it since then, because while it was out, there was that much less light pollution, which is really cool, like around Christmas time when people have lights out, or even if you're just going out in your yard at night and like not seeing light but seeing more stars. Like that's a beautiful thing. So there you go. Well, this is automatically assuming that we're going to enslave them and use them to our purpose. Like, I mean, my first thought, you could say Pegasus, because then you could actually have a flying mount that takes you where you want to go. A lot less people would be using cars. But then you're putting the burden of that on the Pegasus. Does he or she want that? I mean, is that something... Are Pegasus just here to provide us with rides so we don't have to drive in cars? That's my point. Just like a zoo. We don't need zoos. Unless you're, helping animals. In that case, it's okay. But fucking dragons. What if a dragon goes by? You think they're going to be like, oh, yes, what can I do for you, Mr. President? No, he's going to fucking eat everyone. He's going to take our gold and go hang out in the mountains or something. That aside, all prejudice aside, Minotaurs are fucking awesome, but, I mean, they're just kind of strong, Centaurs, that could be interesting. Could be awkward, but it could be interesting. Mermaids, they're just in the ocean. I mean, maybe they could communicate with the fish for us. I mean, you gotta go dragon. And I hate to say this because I am not I'm a peaceful man. I am a pacifist at heart. I've dabbled in pacifism, mind you. Not back in Nam, of course, but I mean, based on mythology, they're just amazing creatures. These flying, half-lizard, winged, fire-breathing creatures. Like, if you go in traditional, I mean, we could get into D&D and we could say, is this a black dragon? Is it a green dragon? A white? Is it chromatic? Or is it, Yeah, dragons. Come on. I mean, they're practical. Like, they have the purpose of flying. It's almost like a freight. You could take freight on their backs through the sky. Or if you have to send them against your enemies and, raise villages and so on and so forth. Go with a dragon. Always go with a dragon. And if you love dragons as much as I love making these videos, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. If you got any ideas for me, throw them in the comments below and hit that little bell icon to let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment and always live in love. Never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who can't take care of themselves. They're the ones that need it the most. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is Whatever This Is, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Good night.